Welcome back to another episode of Tool Shop, guys, and today I started to make a rounding top swage. I want to start getting into hammer making. You saw my last video, which was the 3.5 pound hammer, the 2-part series, and to forge in the round side, I didn't have anything to do with that hammer, so I had to grind it all in, and it's kind of rough. Now, I want a really nice rounding tool, so I took this piece of 4140, it's 2 inches in diameter, and I am starting to shave down the corners to try and make a dome surface. So I'll weld on handle, and I'll be able to take a hot piece of steel, put it under the power hammer, and forge in a dome tool. You will see me using this in the future. It'll probably make more sense when I'm done, but until then, let's show you guys what I'm doing and keep working away at it. I'm now going to take some cardboard, put it down on the ways just to keep it clean, and then I'll be taking my angle grinder and grinding everything flush on it just to give it a nice finish. So I now have the tool all ground down, as you can see, and has a very nice doming to it, as well as a nice large chamfer on this, just for when it's hit it doesn't fray out too much. This tool is actually going to be to make cupping tools that I can then use to form the rounding side, to forge it in. So as you can see, this one's machine made, and this one's just hand ground down, so this one very uneven. Whereas this one will not be, and it'll be able to forge in most of the roundness and then just grind it to a clean surface. I'm now going to take this piece of 1/4 by 1.25 inches. I'm going to cut 10 inches off and then grind in just this radius, and then come over and weld it up. So let's get to that. I went back and just cleaned up the sides, so it's raw material exposed, as well as ground in the radius to it. Now this isn't perfect at all, but it does fit up nice and tight that I can fill it all in with weld. I got the TIG welder ready, and we're going to start welding it up. Finished product. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. I hope you found it informative. The reason I made this video and that I showed you guys me making this tool, although it's such a very simple tool, it's one thing I wish I could have seen online as well. That's a lot of the reason why I make some of these videos. They may not be the most interesting or fun, but for new people starting out like me, you know, I don't have a lot of tooling. I have access to the steel, but I don't have a lot of tooling or, you know, tools to make the tools. I don't have that yet. So the more that I document what I'm doing and get it out there for you guys to see, I'm hoping it can help some of you guys out, for you that are starting, whether you're starting from scratch or have a little bit of experience or tooling and stuff like that. And obviously you don't have to use a lathe. You can spend, you know, however long you want to just grinding it in and looking at it, evaluating it. And you can do that. It does work. You know, I did that with my first hammer. Now I want to get into production hammer making, or I want to learn how to make hammers like that. I have a big bar of steel that I want to get a series out when I start doing it of making all these tools. Now this one, I didn't make a full hammer that had the round face on it for striking because I want to be able to use this under the power hammer as well. That's also why it's so short. Then that way I can make tools that don't have to have a hardy shank on them. Now this is a rounding die for the striking anvil, and me and my friend actually made this another night, and we forged it flat and we started forging up the sides, but by the time that I got to this point I realized I didn't have anything to forge in the proper round part of it. So this is going to be used, you heat up this part, you drop it in, you bring this over, you set it right into it, and then you hammer on it. Now every time you hammer on it, you need to make sure you clean out the scale, because once you finish forging this, you're not going to be able to get anything in there with the right radius to clean it properly. But you just go slow with it, and then you can just keep forging it in. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below and drop a big thumbs up. I'd love to hear what you guys thought. Make sure to drop it down below and suggest any future video ideas. If you'd like to see me make any tools or anything like that, let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Keep forging on, folks.